What I'm going to show you now is how to embed an Animoto video into a Google site. You can also use the same method for anything that you have an embed code for, a blog, a voice thread, a YouTube video, some other video. So if you know where the embed code is, you can use the same exact steps, but I'm just going to show you where to do it in Animoto. If you're don't see your video, you can go to My Videos. And there's two ways to share or get to the sharing features. If you're in this interface, if you highlight the video you want to share over the play button, not up here, but here, and you see the word Actions, click on the word Actions and scroll down and pick Embed. What's going to come up is the embed code. Now, this website will have a button that says Copy the Code. Some websites, when you find the embed code, it will say Copy or Copy Code, and then you just click on it. If it doesn't say Copy or Copy Code, because in another program, you may need to make sure you have the whole thing highlighted. So make sure you're all the way down on the scroll bar, and you go all the way up. So you can right-click and copy it if you're unable to if there isn't a copy code choice. So once you have the code copied, you need to go to your website. So let me find a website. Oh, actually, I had a website open. This is going to go on my helpful tutorial site. There's two ways to do this. You can either click on Edit, and this way is the more difficult way, and I'll show you why. Right here is this thing that says HTML. What it's going to do, it's going to bring up the HTML code for this entire page. See all that? That's what gets created every time you click Insert or you change a font. So you can see font family, Arial, font color, there's a color. It's crazy. This is why I love the fact that you can make a site with menus instead of writing code, because this would make me crazy. So the reason why this is harder is because you need to know where you actually want to embed the video. If I use this, I always make sure that the video or whatever I'm embedding is going at the bottom. So I can just click at the bottom. Or if you want it to appear at the top, you can click at the top. I don't know the rest in between. If you do know, you can stick your cursor in between the code. Then you're going to paste it. So Control V, paste the code. Then you can hit Preview, and it'll show you a preview of what you're going to see on your website. So see, it's up at the top. So if I click Update, and I go into my video, if I click Save, you have to click Save so you can see it. And there's the Animoto video, and I can play it. And I can even make it full screen if I want. So see how it's in the top? So once again, that's the more difficult way because you have to either know where in the code you want it or you put it at the top or the bottom. But I'll show you it again. It's in Edit Page, HTML. I'm going to put it at the bottom this time. So I will scroll all the way down to the bottom and click my cursor right at the end and Control V or Command V, paste, right click paste, paste it. Hit Update, and now if I scroll down to the bottom, there it is. Notice you can't see it. Remember, you have to hit Save in order for you to be able to see the Animoto. So there's one at the top now, and there's one at the bottom now. So that's the harder way. Let me show you the easier way. Or it could be an easier way. You put your cursor, just like anything, where you want the video to appear. I'm actually going to click on Edit Page so I can put my cursor. So if you do it this way, you need to put your cursor where you want the video to be. So I'm just going to put it in between the video links and the sharing. So there's my cursor. This is inserting a gadget. Okay, so if you go to Insert and you go to More Gadgets, this gadget can be used to insert any kind of embedded code. It's really like the generic user all-purpose gadget. It's called Safe HTML bypass. So you're going to click on gadget and you're going to look for them. You can go public. Make sure you're public. If it's featured, it might not show up. So go to public, and I have to type it in, safe HTML bypass, and click search. Sorry, HTML bypass. Click on it, and then pick select. And I'm assuming you still have the code embedded, copied. So I'm going to click in this HTML code required, and I know it looks like a small box, it's not going to fit, but it will. Just Control V, and watch if I arrow over, it's a lot. Now this is where you want to just pick the display. Now the width by default is 100% of the window, and we know Animoto doesn't have to be 100% of the window. So I'm just going to make it 50%. And if it turns out I need to change the size, you can go and change it. So I can click OK. There it is. Once again, you must click Save. And let's see if it put one in the middle for me. Okay, so now it's a test. Too small. Notice? Too small. So I'm going to want to edit it and make it a little wider. The reason why it's so slim is I forgot I have columns down here. So I'm actually going to move it somewhere else. But that's basically how you do it. See how the column, so it made it 50% of the column, if I'm correct. So I'm going to cut this out here, and I'm going to paste it below this other one, or above this other one, just for ease. Okay, now what I can do is I can click back on it and go to Properties and make it wider, because it didn't show enough stuff. So I'm going to try 75. Now it might act funny because, like I said, I did this, it's in a table, a column, but that's basically, see, it's still small, but it got bigger. So that's basically how you do it. So one of two ways, either when you're in Edit, the HTML, or Insert Gadget. Hope that helps.